everyone. Welcome to Boston, Massachusetts, home to the Freedom Trail, the heart of the American Revolution, and we are here to find out who will end their season on a high note as champions of the Fenway Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field to start this game off. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Williams. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it set up on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Off-play action on 1st down. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's got him wide open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Pressure coming. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Maffa. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. The Tigers get enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to run for it. Discards a man. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The quick out. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Gets open down the middle. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Power football with the run.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Makes the grab, defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This offense has converted twice on third down on this drive. A third time would put him in the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the second quarter.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On the run, it's James. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Trying to get to it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The give to the tailback. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. He unleashed that with some serious spin rates and revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Comes out throwing on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker. It's Adams. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Brown. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, just keeps firing. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. Can't put that one on the offensive line. It's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
Right down the middle. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy that incredibly historic town. What a fun time to be in Boston, and what a fun first half we've had in the Fenway Bowl. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Fenway Bowl.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things, and that first half needs some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Scanning the field. It's Gabriel. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up to add another. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right?
Hit the afterburners, kid. Smashes through the tackle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drop.
And once you get the defense on their heels, and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Going to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's running in the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. The defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Makes the grab. It's Maffa. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They go to the ground. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it, and the ball squirted out. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. 6th play of the drive coming up. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Finds his man, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Running to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Looking for room, it's James. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Makes the grab. It's Whittington. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Coming after him. And that one's way too far for everybody. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Going up top on 1st down. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The aerial assault continues. Buys a little time with his feet. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after him.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best.
And it's on the ground. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've controlled the football on this drive. The 8th play will be a 3rd and 3. 5 Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Moore. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. And the offense just going to spike it here. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. They're bringing heat. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
Oregon moves on, boys. Oregon moves on. All right, next up, we're going to rock right ahead into Texas and Notre Dame. Ober against Donkey. I'll get that stream rolling here, boys, in a second. Thank you all. Thank you, Donkey, for that dono, you beast.